front of the bed, and it lays down flat in here. And it actually sits over these tie down on each side. So if that board can fit flat over those tie downs, then there's no way that it can come forward so that the drawer can't fall out. So that's why we call it that anti-fallout. So I'm going to go ahead and get a good measurement here right at the hooks. And it's coming in right around 61. 61's a little over. I'm going to go ahead and cut it 61, and then I'll kind of sneak up on it because I want it to sit flush in there, really tight. Measuring inside the truck, 61 inches. Go ahead and mark that. We're going to notch out this board so that the tie downs are inset into the board. All right, so we got to figure out exactly where to notch out the board. So this is what we do. Take your Sharpie and just kind of color it on the top of it. I mean, it's black anyway, so it actually makes it look shinier and better. So now the trick is kind of set it in the right side first, and you want to put it right on top of that thing all the way flush. All right, so all the way to the right, back to the wall, and then let it drop. Make sure it's tucked all the way to the right and level, flat. And then all you do is you come over here with your foot and you kind of step on it. Make sure it's pressed into that. It should dent the wood, but then you'll have a little black there also. All right. Oh, let's see. Yeah. So there you go. That's our spot. So we need to kind of drill that out right there. And then I got one on the other side too. Right here. Got some black on it. You need a 1/2 inch drill bit for this job. But to get most of the notch, I'm just going to go ahead and use this jigsaw. So I'll run it up as far as I need to, and then I'll use the drill to do the rest, and that'll give me a nice round edge that should fit that hook thing. It's hard to get in the exact spot you want, so I like to do a little pilot hole first. All right, now I'm gonna do the other side. Wow, that might have done it. I might not need the jig at all. We'll see if it fits. It might be a little short. But we'll place it in, and then I'll just use my marker to show where I need to shave off, just so that it sits in there nice. So that looks pretty good. It is rubbing a little bit right on the back edge of this, so I'm gonna mark right back here just to kind of take off just a little bit more. Attitude adjuster. There we go. All right, I just used the drill to try to just ream it out a little bit more. I knew as long as the drill was throwing chips that I was making some headway. All right. Okay, success. Next, we're going to put the crushable foam on. Alright, we got our notches cut. You gotta remember which way this goes in there. It goes in there just like this. Alright. So the next step, this is one of the purchases we got from Home Depot. It's a pipe insulation. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this pipe insulation on this board just so that it's cushioned both sides. And what it turned out really to be for is that when you close the drawer, it pushes up against this. So it holds the whole drawer securely and firmly inside the pickup box. You know, so during transit, you know, there's no bouncing around. It's crushed up against the foam and held firmly against the tailgate. So we're going to cut half of this here to 48 inches. It's really easy. You can do it with scissors. And then it's got a natural rip in it if you need to put it around the pipe. I just do it like that. What did I say? It goes in this way, so this goes on this side. It's a little tough to get this on because it's a square board going into a round hole here. I just want it centered on there. Should slide, yeah. Something like that. It has a tendency to pop off, so I'll just use this and let's get it to stay. Let's pop a couple staples in it. There's two conveyor sections, and they'll push up against this board. And we put those red, the protectors, or just to go over the conveyor sections themselves, and they'll push up against. I didn't think it was smart to have them against this hardwood, so I'm gonna cut 4 of these, and the conveyor sections will scooch up against those. You make them about 5 inches. Alright, I don't know exactly where these are going to go. I'm just going to put them on there for now. Alright. And then we'll put that in. This is a little trickier now that we have to kind of crush that foam to get it all the way in, because when we designed it and cut the grooves with it, we didn't have the foam on there. We want it to be tight, so kind of put the bottom edge in first and then let it down.